Hello and welcome to the Congo Hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Trippi. Joined here this evening with Waynna, and hopefully, as always, we have an exciting and a fun and informative show for you all this evening. And right now, Waynna is going to let you all know who is coming on.
Oh, you passing the mic over
here. I'm passing the mic.
Good evening, everyone. I'm really excited about tonight's show. We have Travis Smith, who is no stranger to, well, actually, none of our guests are any strangers to Wilmington. So we have Travis Smith coming on to talk about a program that he's the executive director of.
Okay.
And we have two crazy guys coming on, Derrick, and we have Arms coming on.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where Arms, like, why is he here?
I don't know if maybe our guest can help us figure it out. Where
I don't know his role in this, but I guess,
So Derrick and Arms.
Yeah, Derrick is coming with his.
Don't act like that.
Act like what? Arms is my homie.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know why he's here. I can't figure that part out. I don't know his relevance. And
do you know why they're here?
I don't know why are they here.
To talk about their podcast.
Ah, okay. Why is Arms on it? All right, I'm not going to.
If you would answer my text messages and stuff,
I don't want to argue in front of everybody.
You would know. But people want to see this, so this is who we are.
They don't want to see us arguing.
Well, we're not
They
arguing.
get mad at you. You know what?
Oh boy!
I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to Derrick's mom, because I'm sure she's gonna be watching. So Derrick, I don't know if you guys know this, but Derrick is he's like my stepson.
Yeah, I know.
You know that, right? Okay,
yes.
All right.
You've shared this years and years ago.
And I wish he would have brought his mom instead of Arms, because it would have been a much better show. But he's not really ready to face the reality that, his mom and me, we just really love each other. We have a great relationship.
Y'all most certainly do.
We do.
Because she always asking for you. So
we do. And we're gonna have some community news. We have some birthday shout outs.
You do?
Yes, we do.
I do too.
You do? Okay. We have our funeral announcements, and we just thank you for tuning in. Waynna, how was your week?
Very interesting and fun.
I want to dedicate. I want us to. I know we have a lot of guests who are coming on, but it's probably too late to clear the schedule. But I do want to talk some political things during one of our upcoming shows, just to kind of keep people updated and kind of get people more engaged and kind of let them know what's going on in the city and the county and the state.
Yeah. You know what, one of the, I'm glad you did say that, because I did want to talk about this. I think that anybody that is in constituent services in government needs to be kind and friendly to everyone, regardless of personal, whatever. Yeah, I just gonna leave it
Tell
there.
me why you said that.
Because there's a particular person and it's like they just have this air about them or something about, like, they don't speak, they don't, it's just real weird.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, we're in like the customer service business, and at the end of the day, we work for the people who have either elected us, or if we were hired by the city of Wilmington, like, we're working for the taxpayers. So like you said, it's really, customer service is extremely important.
Yes.
Unfortunately, city council doesn't hire or fire people on the administrative side, and the unions, and they make it really, I know the unions are good, don't get me wrong, but they make it really, really difficult to let go of people or fire people who really need to be fired, who don't have the city's best interests, who don't treat our customers right. It's hard. It's unfortunate. It's hard. There's a lot of talent out there that just wants to be a better rep for the city of Wilmington, but if somebody has seniority over them, it's extreme. The way it's set up is kind of backwards.
Right. And appointees. So okay.
We'll
get off of that soapbox.
Yeah, we will. But we'll come back to it next week, right?
Yep. So next week we'll be doing the tasting of the cobbler, and then we can talk about politics as well.
How many people signed up? Probably none. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Excuse me. I got one person that signed up.
One person signed up. So again, we're going to have, what's it called again?
Mimi Sweet Cobblers.
Mimi Sweet Cobbler next week on the show. So if you want to come down and be a taste tester.
Yeah, since you put me to the test.
Yeah, Waynna will let you know how you can come down and be on the show with us, and let the people know, especially let Waynna know if she needs to fine tune her recipe just a little bit, or if she got it right and it's ready to go on the shelves at Acme and ShopRite. Right?
Go ahead and speak.
That's right. That's right. So we'll talk about that towards the end of the show, so people know when to come and where to come.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Want to take a quick break and bring?
Yeah, we do. Let's take a really quick break, and we'll be right back
Travis.
with Travis. Okay. All right.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
All right, welcome back to the show.
I was supposed to do that.
You were, but that's okay.
Welcome back to the show. We hope that you have enjoyed our conversation that we've had so far. And now I am really excited to bring on our next guest, Travis Smith.
Yeah, welcome back,
Welcome to
man.
the
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
This isn't your
Yes.
first go. You've been on the show before, right, Travis?
This one? Wow.
Nah?
Wow, ago.
I guess I just
Years
always,
ago.
Yeah.
always seeing him in the old studio, so maybe I just thought that he was on the show. Yeah.
No, they had their own show.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Oh my God.
Say it one more time.
Charlie, that's a why. Oh my God, that's good TV. That's the first thing people say.
Legends.
Right, yes.
See, now I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So what brings you on the show?
So I wanted to talk about a project I'm leading, or an initiative for within the United Methodist Church, which is called the Harvest Outreach People Project. I'm the executive director of the program, and it's about 23 churches and 32 nonprofits that are working together to basically feed the families. So once a month, we're feeding about 1,000 families every month. And we're doing that on the fourth Fridays. So the fourth Friday of the month, we come together, and there's 12 locations throughout the state of Delaware, from Wilmington to Middletown, to where families come, whomever, to pick up their bag. And also, while they're there may be other nonprofits that have services for the community that they
I
participate with.
love that part.
And the whole purpose was utilizing, so United Methodist Church has about 95 churches in the state of Delaware.
Okay.
So the whole premise was, well, what about, let's use the real estate. Most times we all go to church and we focus on Sunday morning. You got to go Sunday morning, that type of setup. But not to where, well, what about the outreach? What about the mission part of it? So a lot of churches do their own mission work. But we said, well, let's create more like a portfolio team, so that the church doesn't have to worry about trying to reach out for food or get a donor. So we're doing that work behind the scenes, so that on behalf of the churches, they can have their folks come out to pick up just bags and pack, and not have to worry about the logistics behind the scenes.
Okay.
So we're taking that weight off of it.
You've been doing this, you do this every fourth Friday.
So every fourth Friday of the month, we do a pack and pray. That's probably been about 2 years now. And then on the Wednesday before that we do a distribution on the fourth Friday.
Okay.
The Wednesday before that fourth Friday, we do a pack and pray.
Okay.
And what we want to do is, the mission of the organization is connecting people from place to place: food, social services, health, and tech. So we're really saying, let's use the bag of food as the olive branch.
Right.
So when someone comes to pick up their food, they're not carded, they're not asked to register, pre, post, none of that. You come with your bag, because it's about lifting their spirits.
Right.
I'm going through a tough time as it is. I don't want to be carded at the same time.
Right.
So really the whole premise was to let them come, get their bag, and then when they receive their bag, then we work to say, okay, what else may there be? There may be free Wi-Fi. There may be Christiana Care showed up at East Mount Carmel to do some mammogram screening, pre-sign-up. So really, we're connected to a nonprofit and say, hey, I know you need an audience to service your product to, but let's take that commercial side of it. It's not a product,
right,
but it's a service. So how do we really leverage the real estate so that we can say, hey, come on out here once a month. It's on a calendar. It's not going to change up. There's a schedule. And we're doing that. Snow, rain, you name it. We're out there. There's been coats. We've had hats. We've had babies' clothes. But our niche has been produce.
Okay.
Fruits and vegetables. Because that's the piece that if I have that in my bag, I might can get a meat from somebody else, or I might can get this from another nonprofit, but at least I have the veggies and the food for the base of my meal. Right. And that's what we focus on servicing once a month. That's
good, because in the communities that they probably live, there is not a lot of fresh fruit and produce in the area. And the other thing that I love about it is definitely a God ideal, because a lot of times, Trippi, it's like everybody wants to be the chief, or you know what I mean? Right. And for all of them to come together is amazing. It is. And
that was a big piece, because when we started, it was basically there was 4 pastors plus myself. So Pastor Teray, Pastor Tracy, Pastor Arnold and Cherie, and then myself. And then Sean Lee came up with an idea, Pastor Sean Lee. Okay. He said, let's name it the Harvest Outreach People Project. Okay. And so the whole premise was, let's take everybody's name away. And let's see how we can really take this connection of churches. Yes. And the churches are in key places already. God would do that. Everyone is in a key market from all across Delaware. Right. But now we're saying, okay, now that the people in the community know that location, well, actually I can go to that location on the 4th Friday and grab my food. Yeah. So at least that's the premise.
So it's always the same. It's always the same locations.
Always the same location on that. Well, no. Let me change that. There were initially 3 locations. Now we're up to 12 over this last week. We had 3 more new locations. Okay. So one was Newark. One was in the city of Wilmington. So city of Wilmington has 4 locations, and then our premise is at some point to have all 90 across the state. That on that same Friday, really trying to build synergy. Right. That I don't have to worry about trying to figure out where the service is. Our job as mine as executive director and our team is, let's find the food and the items for them to come into. The one thing we needed to support that was to build a resource center or a warehouse or building somewhere. Because if you have that, then we'll get the food. So what we were blessed to be able to do was buy a piece of land from the Harvest Outreach, from the Delta. Delta's had a piece of land and 2 acres up there where Jack in the Box used to be.
Yeah.
Sojourner's Truth.
Really?
So we're right in front of there. So we have the 2 acres of land there. Okay. And that'll be where we'll build the resource center. And it's going to be built out of shipping containers, about 32 shipping containers. So it's a renewable energy project. Again, going with the whole theme of how to work and live in this changing society. One of our partners is Conscious Connection, who has the community gardens on 22nd Street, 23rd Street, right up where they had the houses torn down. Yes. So that's how we pull our produce and food in. So on the one building will be ours. The next building will be we're praying for vertical gardens. So he does hydroponics. So the premise is we have a resource center where the church can come in and put the bags together. And then the next building, he'll be doing hydroponics, and then take that and teaching people how to actually do this at their whole home that they live in. Because everything we're doing is really renewable, support renewable water. The water is coming with things, anything in that path, where someone can actually do this for themselves. So we're the framework in connecting the churches together, and the people had to own it. So what we're doing is the people are owning, packing the bags. We're not getting them somewhere else and shipping them in. We come together, there's about 100 folks, about 107 at the last pack and pray. Wow. And the whole premise was, we're in a room, different people hadn't seen each other before, older folks, younger folks. And the whole premise was, they're putting the bags together. And and they're connecting and talking, and I haven't seen you in so long. But while they're talking, they say, wow, look what we're doing. So when someone's going to visit the church on that 4th Friday, and I went to Arise, or I went to a couple of spots just to kind of see. And I was at East Mount Carmel, and the one guy came up on his scooter. So there's a part that's like so heart touching. And I thought he was gonna get his one bag. He picked up 10 bags to take back to Windsor.
Oh, wow.
He put 3 at a time and rolled them all back and then came.
Wow.
So then you say to yourself, wait a minute, are we really, so we're doing it, this is good, but are you doing enough?
Yeah,
so that's why we're like, okay, let's really focus on the building that we need to build for the new year, because then that allows us to have the manufacturers that's already committed or produce companies or whomever say, hey, I'm going to fill your inventory, fill your warehouse, so you can actually get it to the community.
So if somebody out there who's watching and they love what you're doing, are you looking for volunteers? Are you looking for like any type of support?
We're looking for both.
Okay.
So we're looking for any and all. So in all sincerity, so if you're looking to volunteer, so our number is 1-888-323-HOP. So in that case, they call that number and they'll get one of the team. 1-888-323-HOP, which is 4677. So in that case, give a call or go to the website, which is the HOP, and it's THEHOPP.org. So give a call or check the site, and then we'll talk to you about volunteer opportunities, which are on those Wednesdays. But also individuals go volunteer at the churches. So any of those churches that are there, from Wilmington to Middletown. Some folks glad to be in Wilmington. Some folks glad to go to Newark. Right. Some will go to Middletown. Some are in Newcastle. So right now our interim warehouse location is in Asbury United Methodist Church, which is in Newcastle. Our office location is out of Arise and Penn McCabe Church, which is 2200 Baynard Boulevard Street. We were fortunate to leverage the resource. The Penn McCabe Church bought the land.
Wow.
That the HOP is going to go on, the warehouse. We received a grant from the Lonewood Foundation for $350,000 to support the build of the warehouse. So there are some, for those that want to donate, so we have major donors, we have minor donors, call us, and we're looking for all types. There are naming opportunities on the building. But the awesome thing is we're starting what's called the Donor Dollar campaign. So starting October the 11th, we'll be doing where, most people will, you go Netflix, Hulu, you pay your monthly bill, and then every once in a while I say, you know what, I need to cut that bill. I got too many recurring charges, right? But if there was one on there for $1 that you pay monthly to feed a family, you're gonna keep it. You're gonna keep it. So the premise, starting October 11th, we'll be doing dollar donors. You go to the, I won't say the site now, so go to the HOP site, and I get you the donor dollar site, and what happens is you make a contribution, $1 a month, and the premise is that we're gonna work up to $10,000 a month with donors, because we want to really make sure that the people, like we're owning it, and every time you see a family getting a bag, you say, you know what, I'm part of the solution. You feel it, so that's.
I'm definitely going to do the monthly thing, because I can't tell you how much money I waste, that I could be.
So one of them dollars, right? And that's the whole.
Well, I'll do more than one of them dollars.
No. The whole premise is.
Oh, you can only do $1?
No, you can do more. Be on $1, 12. Somebody can do 10K. Somebody might do $1 million. But the whole premise is, if you can do $1.
Right.
So when somebody says, hey, I need $1, you do it, you tap the QRC code and bam, you go to decide your monthly bills, I'm gonna keep that $1. Just what you said. So that's the thought. We want to be a no-brainer, so that if we build up to where you have 10,000, 1,000, 2,000, 100,000 people that are donating that money, at least we know once a month we can still feed 10,000 families off the resources.
So on Wednesdays, what time do you need volunteers? And on Fridays, what time does the food distribution happen?
So on the Wednesday before the fourth Friday, there's 2 shifts. One is 9 to 12 and one is 12 to 2. So there's 9 to 2, we're doing packing of bags. On that Friday morning, the churches distribute across the location. Normally they're between 10 to 12 o'clock is the last one. And most of them, there's places for the volunteers, even for nonprofits. So anyone has a nonprofit organization, the 2 requirements. One is that you're serving the community in some way. So in that case, we can put a flyer in your bag, so that Wednesday, a flyer can go on the bag about what you're doing as a nonprofit. Because our goal is getting the information. This is a church. So the goal is the church wants to make sure that the community knows about what your nonprofit is doing for the community. Or you can actually set up a table at one of the churches based on, because all the nonprofits have some type of target, whether you're Friendship House or whomever, and you might need to be at Mount Joy, or you might need to be at East Mount Carmel, or you might be in Newcastle at Asbury, you might be in Newark, in Middletown at Bethesda, or you might need to be at Dales. So wherever your requirements are to keep their funding for that nonprofit, then now we have 1,000 people consistently coming once a month. And that's been the last couple of years. So we've done with 400,000 pounds of food in 1 year. So really our hope is to grow that number, and as we build the warehouse and put it in place, it'll get better.
I love it.
Yeah, man, that is awesome. I mean, you and your family, you guys come from great stock, so I'm not surprised at all. Just continuing the legacy.
We've all been together. That's so. Them Howard guys.
Yeah, man.
I
kind of feel like we didn't even interview him. He just kind of came on here and just ran with it.
Right.
Is that the Smith thing coming out? I'm sorry.
And while you were talking, I thought about your brother, because I'm like, I'm really not comfortable. And he's like, Waynna, you be looking so uncomfortable. I try to prop the pillars. They say, no, it's not right. Wait, never mind.
Thank you. All right, man. Appreciate you and your team for everything that you are doing.
Thank you for allowing me to come on and talk about the hop.
Yes. And once everything is up, let me know.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So what I do is I'll make sure we supply the information for each of the sessions.
Okay.
Go from there.
All right.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
I swear.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Hello and welcome back to the Congo Hour. I hope that you enjoyed Travis and everything that he and his team are doing throughout the state of Delaware. They're doing some great things. So hopefully you can volunteer, be a supporter of everything that the Hop House, the Hop location, the Hop Project, they have going on, feeding people and ministering to people and providing resources. They're really doing some great things. So definitely want to thank them.
Most
Now,
definitely.
we have two really good.
Before you introduce them. Well, it's so funny.
So we have two guests who are about to come on who are no strangers to the show, no strangers to the city of Wilmington, are really good friends of Waynna's and mine. And
I wasn't going to say nothing if you just said a friend of yours, I was going to let it be.
This is pretty cool.
So it's good to have them back. I mean, it's been a minute since they've been on the show.
Both of them was on the show before?
They've been on the show. They've been on the show. So.
Oh, maybe I wasn't here.
So we just want to welcome
Derrick.
Back. Yeah, Derrick Reed and Arms back to the Congo Hour.
Like Arms don't have a real name.
Hey, what is your
Listen, everybody calls me ADB. ADB.
When they start calling
They
me.
been calling me ADB,
That's
Waynna.
true.
Just because you ain't hip to it, don't mean everybody don't call me that. Everybody call me ADB.
Amber calls you Arms.
No,
still calling Arms though, right?
I've been knowing Amber forever though. So.
Oh, so it's the, okay.
Yeah, see?
So what's going on, fellas? What y'all been up to? It's been a minute.
It's been a while, man. We've been busy, man. Well, Art's been busy. You know, I'm retired. I'm trying to find
Are you
things.
really retired?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
You
things
only
to do.
do special appointments?
I don't do that either.
He great.
I told somebody I gave them both of your numbers, but you don't do it at all?
Nah.
I try to get a couple of his
Now,
clients.
I'm going to be
when he said
honest.
that
If
he
you
was
want to come with
retiring.
some real money, then wait, I might consider turning them on. You know what I mean? But that's probably a couple of hours.
Yeah.
$200-300 and up.
I ain't mad at you.
You know, but no, to answer your question, no, I haven't. I've been chilling. You know, running the other companies.
Remember that post you made that you were retiring, and one of your clients, he was like, "Oh man, where I'm gonna go now?" Remember
What did you say?
I told him I bought DV's equipment that I bought a
You gonna tear somebody else.
Come see me.
But they take it personal, don't they? Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
man.
they're
Yes.
upset.
Right.
It's a different life now, though, because you learn that it's more than about cutting hair. And I'm sure Arms know that too. It's way more than cutting hair.
Oh,
you build a
yeah.
relationship with people. It's kind of
Right.
like, it's almost like a divorce. Like, you know, we separate or whatever.
They want their hair. They want their hair.
Some people don't call me just for
They
cuts.
want their
you know?
barber. Like,
They want
That's
it.
so
want-
true.
they just want that one barber. And-
Yeah.
And if they can't
So-
have
so
that
it's
barber, they
bittersweet.
really, they might just grow their hair out. Get
Yeah,
braids.
they have done that. You know what I mean? And I didn't
They
know
get
that
that
power.
bad.
So it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Wow.
Though, so yeah.
But wait, because you said it, but to me, I understood when you said a couple $100. Because I don't know if y'all saw a post on social media. It was like, oh, we went from $10 to $50 for a haircut. But haircuts have gone up over the years.
Haircuts are very expensive. Trip. You
Yeah.
have nothing to worry about. It's very expensive, and thank
Never
God
had
you're
nothing to
blessed.
worry
Consider
about.
yourself blessed
I was
because
born like that,
I'm a professional barber, and I'm like they expensive to me. Like wow, haircuts starting about $50, $60, $70.
50, but it's the average range about 50 now.
Let's
wanna
rewind.
go get barbers?
Let's talk about the barbershop that we're. Let's name the barbershop. We're talking about the barbershop that people might not know.
Oh, yeah, we talking like everybody know.
Yeah.
What's the barbershop name?
His image. I still own his image.
There we go.
Honestly, I'm pretty much running the shop. You know, I stopped in from here and there, and they put me out. So they put me out now. So what are you doing here? Get out. So I'm just going to check on things.
You
But,
come by.
and I miss them.
So you don't do
make
our
sure the
buddy's
shop is
hair
good.
anymore.
Who?
I'm not calling out names. You don't do
No.
every whatever that was?
Nah.
What? Okay.
Take
His
us on,
image,
take us
where
on
is
your,
it
on your journey.
located?
On my journey,
From when you started to his image.
well, it's funny. I was actually cutting hair in Riverside, so I was the Riverside Project Barber. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
In the house?
In the house until my mom. Shout out to my mom. Tribby, I'm with
shout
Tribby.
I was going to say,
With camera, I'm with Tribby, mom. Shout out. I'm with him now, mom.
what you call him?
I'm about to call him dad now. Like, I don't know. Dad close to calling him dad. My mom always asks for him. I go, so did you talk to Tribby? Mom, happy birthday, mom. So she just had a birthday. Shout out to mom. She turned 87.
Oh, wow.
You would never know that talking to her.
No.
Never. She probably mad at me that I said it, but she's on Facebook, y'all, religiously.
Is she?
Oh, she knows everything I'm doing. Everything. I'm telling you. So
That's a mother's love.
So shout out to my mom who allowed me to cut hair in the Riverside Projects. I'm from the kitchen, outside sometimes, and on to the top of the steps. And I always wanted to own my own shop, but after a while, you got so many people coming over your house. Mom, we don't keep having this.
Right.
The projects, we had a 4-bedroom. Typical project life, about 12 of us in the house, sharing 2 bathrooms. Now we fighting over multiple bathrooms, but back in the project, you had 1.5 bathrooms. So we lived that life. Me and my brother grew up in the struggle. It's like from the projects to progress, and I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I ended up opening the barbershop and his image. It wasn't my first shop, but that's the one that really blown up as a barbershop. His image. So
And where is it located?
2801 Lancaster Avenue. Okay. And I always wanted to have a business in the community where I'm from, or at least in the city, because people tend to blow up, they just move away. I don't like that. I just said, no, if I move away, how am I going to help that community? So I always left a barbershop there, because the cornerstone, the cornerstone of the community.
Yeah.
And great barbers like Arms and Shaheem's there, and we got a new barber Lou that's there. Lil Leak, and they running the shop. They learning skills, and we actually going through the same thing a lot of businesses are going through, which is unfortunate with younger people not stepping up into certain crafts. Like we need not just barbers, but we need construction workers, electricians, plumbers, and all that stuff. Right. And it's just how society is. I don't know if because of COVID, whatever, but it's hurting so bad, y'all, because we need more barbers, not just us, other barbershops, and we need other things. So we got to do something about that to try to get these kids happy about getting off the phone and the TikTok and stuff and getting back to a craft that's really a computer or a robot can't take over.
Right.
That's where I see it,
Arms, tell us your experience at his image. How long have you been at his image?
I've been there, I think about 7 years now.
Yeah.
I've been
7
there,
years.
yeah. But see, me and D, I was working with D previously at the previous image on Lee Boulevard.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So we was working there and closed the shop down, and he wanted to do other ventures. But we went around to QB's together.
Yep.
QB's Barbershop. Shout out to Jeff.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, I'm done with shop. I felt like
he
that.
was done with the shop and all that. So we
Yeah.
went around there. D Reed stayed for about 6 months. When he was ready to go, he was like, listen, I'm going to open up another shop. You can come with me, and I get a chair for you. And I was just like, I built a little clientele over here, so I'm going to just stick around here for a while. So he left. I stayed there about 4.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Then I called D. Reed, was like, look, I'm feeling like I'm stagnant, like I need
Wanna
more.
grow.
Like, so, he's like, listen, I got a cheer for you. So went and slid over there, and we've been working together. If he ain't retired, it'd have been going on 10 years now. We've been working together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and y'all can tell we get along pretty good. We go back and forth too. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
We go through the same thing y'all go through sometimes.
What do we go through?
Like Trippi get on
y'all go. We see y'all back. What? You see, we know, but y'all love each other. You know what I mean?
Trippi is my brother. It's all done in love.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would never do anything.
And it comes off that way too. So that's how we are. We tight like that.
So you guys have another project going on.
Yeah, man.
What's that?
The podcast, man. Podcasts are really hot now too.
It really is.
They're really hot, and right now we decided to take his image, which is the barbershop atmosphere, and bring it out here so you guys can see and hear what's being said behind closed door. Because we all know people who speak their mind inside barbershops, but you got to be there to hear it.
Yes.
We still got rules though, because in the barbershop we keep it 100%. It's 100. We keep it 100. But on our show we can't keep it because it's society. How much can we do?
98%.
We do 98%.
98.
Yeah, because the 2% that mess up our check, or our supporters. You know what I mean? So so you're not gonna get 100. Listen, you're not gonna get 100% from us. So we just let you know, you're not gonna get 100.
You're gonna get 98.
But you'll get 98%.
To it.
Now, if you want 100%, you want us to keep it 100.
You gotta come to the shop.
You gotta come to the shop and call us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or text us.
I guess that's something I loved about your shop, man. As much as shops go through their ups and downs and they go through their different phases of who they're trying to be, but your shop was always just extremely professional.
Yes.
Always clean. Always respectful to women and children who are in there. And always, I guess this is probably true for most barbershops, just always like those teaching moments.
Yes.
Like where you guys just kind of put your love and your knowledge into whoever's cutting, whoever's in your chair.
That's true.
But just always like extremely professiontional.
Yeah, I stopped by there today. I stopped by there, and as soon as I walked in, I smelled Fabulous. Y'all use Fabuloso? Fabuloso.
Yeah, I love that smell.
You got the purple one, so that's I thought about it when I seen you. I thought about Fabuloso. Because I know it's purple, ain't it?
That ain't it, Waynna.
That wasn't it.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, but it smells so good. And they had just excellent music in the shop. I was like, if I own this shop, I would come in the shop still. And they had great music playing on in the shop with some just real classy, I don't know, one of Afrobeat type music. That's it was dope.
Oh, that's good.
And the shop again, it was clean, it's organized.
We try to keep the vibe going in the shop now that he's going. I mean, being as though he set the standard in the shop. Yeah.
I still got a chair in there, arms made of that.
He don't want me. Listen, I keep on asking.
Did
about
you take his chair?
I keep on asking about the chair, and he won't give it to me. So he just told me that. Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm like, come back, but I already told people.
99.9.1.
I told people that I said give D Reed till about September, October. And he's going to decide he's going to want to come back to the shop and cut hair once or twice out the week.
And that's what he's doing.
So that's why he won't give me the chair in the back.
I don't know, but I do miss my people. But of course, the culture has changed in barbershops. It's funny, we have a business that's a multi-billion-dollar business, and that has raised to that because of the prices, the haircut, and everything that comes on with the shows, the apparel. There's a lot of stuff that comes with barbering now, celebrity haircut. But unfortunately, it's just the mindset of the businessman haven't grown to that level yet. Like we haven't grasped that as African-American people that we are part of a billion-dollar business. And we're not trying to elevate it or cultivate it, you know what I mean? Which we can really advance in this. It's just like we kind of doing hip hop. I hate to say it, but we allow other people to get it and do great stuff with it, as in commercials and all that. But here we wants to deteriorate it. We wants to tarnish it. And I felt a little bit about just being honest about that, as far as barbering, that we have a multi-billion-dollar business and y'all don't want to elevate it. Like we have to be more professional. We have to have a clean shop. We have to have great conversations. We have to be role models to these children. And I felt that it wasn't happening. You know what I mean? So it kind of also took my love a little bit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like hip hop again, you know what I mean? We can go see Hamilton in New York, that's just unbelievable, right? And we really love Hamilton, but they grabbed our art and knew the beauty in it and just advanced it, while we talking about murder, death, killing, disrespecting women.
That's so true.
I can't, it bothers me.
I know sometimes, when you walk in certain places, they have the door open to the barbershop, and all you hear is all of that
The
crazy
ruckus.
stuff.
The cursing
And you got
and the
little
music.
children coming in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
And,
yeah.
A lot of times their moms are in there. And
Yeah,
probably
like-
make them feel uncomfortable.
So and we have to change that, you know what I mean? And that's one thing we try to do with his image. Again, and that's another thing why we even doing the podcast, to give you that, to come bring back the great conversation. The show is called Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. Well, Cuts because we come from barbering. The convo is the great conversations, and then the coffee is because we're woke.
Do y'all drink coffee? Oh.
I do.
I drink coffee sometimes.
I do.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
many
any sponsors out there with we're looking for a black-owned coffee company.
Yes, we are.
You know what I mean, to come support us. You know. Now we'll say this: we are a little edgy. We're a little edgy. You know what I mean. A couple words we may use our choice words, but again, we're allowing you to come inside the walls of our barbershop and hear how we talk. You know, because you're not gonna get the realness out here. Everybody's scared. You know.
Right.
But we're part of a barbershop, and we're here to tell you what the real stuff. Real stuff.
Right.
People were saying.
Right.
That was good, Trippi.
When can people look forward to being a part of the podcast and tuning in?
We drop an episode every Thursday on YouTube.
Thursday,
Okay.
on YouTube.
So we pre-tape. It was funny. We did a live yesterday on
Monday.
Facebook. What's it?
Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, yesterday. So on Facebook, we're doing shows like this. We're doing live shows. So we have about 4 or 5 up now on YouTube. And if you go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe. That's very important in the YouTube world. In podcasts, make sure they subscribe, because what happens when they subscribe, anytime we go on, it'll give them a notification, and then they show our numbers go up, and you know how to do.
Right.
Some people out there who might be watching, they don't know what a podcast is.
Yeah.
So can you help them to understand what a podcast is?
A podcast is more so a recording, usually more so audio. You know what I mean? But now people are getting with the visual, because you got a lot of companies that are doing visual podcasts, kind of like a show like this. But more so is about audio, about us talking about topics and issues and stuff like that. Kind of what you're doing on a talk show setting, but more so it's a closed setting, you know what I mean, of audio. But now people are doing video now.
Right,
which
they are.
So I can't wait for y'all podcast to start. So I'm just letting you know, because I can see y'all doing something like that, you know, and doing this still. So because it's totally it's two different things.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. I want to do that. But wait.
It's 2 different things. Trust me.
Because sometimes I know I really like being my authentic self.
Yes.
Right.
And I know sometimes that because of your profession,
Yes.
you know, that you certain things you kind of we reserve. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But even if we did a podcast, he would be the same way.
But it's almost like they give you get a little pass when you're doing a podcast. It's almost a pass a little bit.
We're
You
more
think
loose.
so?
Yeah, you can get a little bit more loose, because you gotta
You
think
would
it's
be looser.
Tell
Tell the truth.
Probably not.
See, I already knew.
Yeah, but I know in general podcasts are a little bit more edgy.
It's a little edgy. Yeah, it's a little bit more edgy.
Yeah.
Even that we're real conservative, stuff like that, but on our show, we're a little edgy, y'all. You know what I mean? But we're trying to speak the language so some people that will understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can tell somebody sit down, you can tell somebody sit your. You know what I mean? The podcast is sit your down. You can't say it on Congo hour. But you know, you can tell a kid all day sit down somewhere. But if you say that,
right, they gonna hurry up and sit down.
and that's our podcast. We're gonna make sure that you hear us.
When you said podcast, and I'm not taking anything away from your show, but I want to give a shout out to Lauren from Delaware. She went to Howard High School, and she's doing. She's on the Breakfast Club now.
Yeah.
So she's doing major things.
That's good
Brown
stuff.
Girls.
We already talked about her when they bring her on our
Did
podcast.
you really?
Did you talk about her journey?
Podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we small, Lauren.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Maybe the 4 of us can come on the Breakfast Club, Lauren.
Hey, how about that?
Why not?
Turn it out.
When did she finish Howard?
She graduated with Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what year?
awesome.
Like 2000?
I don't ask me.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Good stuff.
I'm not surprised. She's a Wildcat. You know what I mean?
yeah, she's a Wildcat.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome.
Arms.
What's up?
No, I'm gonna be serious.
No, he was like, yeah, what's up?
You so you're at the shop. So what are you at? When are you there? What are you
I'm
at?
in the shop Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Half days or
What
something.
time?
He done cut.
So he's
My
he's on his way
God.
out too.
That's it.
He said, when's that?
When is he there?
I'm scared.
I learned from him.
When you
Anyways, he started. Listen, he started.
So it's a more demand.
Yeah, it's a higher demand when you cut less days. So I mean, I learned from you though.
This dude is not in the shop.
Listen, D-Ree is my mentor. So I learned what I
So
learned.
wait a minute, say that again. You work what?
Wednesday through Saturday.
Thursday, Friday.
Saturday.
You work 4 days a week.
Yes.
See, that's why I do the show with me, because he's good. You know what I'm telling you? He's
He is
good.
good.
He's quick.
He
He's like,
is. He's real
oh, that's a
good.
good answer.
Yeah.
What hours are you there?
9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday.
You taking new clients?
Absolutely.
I
No kids. I don't really cut little kids. I don't have the patience. No, but I don't have patience because people like get offended when you say you don't cut kids. But I don't have the patience anymore for the whining and crying.
A child.
Yeah, I have patience for my child, not for other people's. That's the difference.
I'm not getting into that.
You are definitely his mentor.
Boy, you nice.
How can they contact you?
Nice with it.
I work 3 days a week and no kids, and I'm going
From 9
I think I look at me
12, right?
12 and up. I'm good. 12 and up.
ages 12 and up.
Yeah, 12 and
How
up.
can they contact you?
They can contact me via Instagram, ADB underscore the brand, or they can reach me on Facebook at, or just go to my page, Jabar Wilson, or ADB underscore the brand on Facebook.
Or they can do something, hit you on the Cut app.
Or just hit me on the Cut app.
There's
Shout out
app.
to the Cut
There's
app.
an app. A lot of people don't want to transition to
Yeah,
the app
Oh,
world.
there
People
is
just
an
they still want to
app.
text and use phone calls. Listen, I rarely
We've done
get
that.
clients my phone number. And my app, my name is not on the, my phone number is not on the app either. So I give people the app. It's the Cut app. It's easy. Just download the app, put an email, create a password,
The Cut.
and it goes right to my page.
That's right.
I
You ain't got to
love
talk
it.
to
You
them,
gotta
put
talk
it in
to
there,
them,
you
love
can
it.
pay for it right then and
Yep.
there. Done deal. Yep. So you can communicate with, you can text her if you need to, but yeah. So yeah.
I just don't be wanting
And
to talk to people.
they have to get there. What's the grace period? 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
15-minute grace
Oh,
period.
you give them 15
I give a
minutes.
15-minute grace period. I'm being nice.
That's good.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's
and
nice.
it's you schedule your appointment 12 hours in advance. So
That's good
give you a
stuff.
little time.
Oh, it can't be like.
No, ain't no, it's no day of
Didn't you used to
appointments.
walk around there to.
Oh yeah, I
to
used to.
read
I
the-
spent
dad
a lot.
still come
My
to
dad
that?
did.
Yeah.
My dad.
Oh, okay. I thought you did one time.
No, my dad gets it.
He comes there and turn the shop out. Just turn the shop out and start.
Trippy come in there and cause trouble and
Just
don't.
cause
He never
trouble.
walks past the threshold of the
5
door.
minutes and he out.
And then he gone.
He'll come and start. Yeah.
Start a whole argument and walk right back out the door like nothing.
Yeah. We all know who the GOAT is.
What? That's what they say.
We all know who the GOAT is.
Just peek in there, hey, how y'all doing, ladies? Ladies, it's all men in here.
Wow.
That is
On
terrible.
the podcast, you go up a little bit more so you can see
Right.
that side.
Yeah.
You know?
But one of your podcasts, I was crying, but I'm not going to say any names. It was about somebody that was falling asleep at a podium.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave it there.
Oh my God, the glitch.
The glitch.
Oh my God, we call him the glitch. But
The
anyway.
glitch, yeah, that's his nickname.
Now, I'm glad she brought it up because during our segment, of course, we got all we say in the barbershop, local stuff, whatever. But we have two segments. One segment is called The Hots, and we talk about all the top issues for a certain amount of time. And then we got a segment
Out of
called
pocket.
Out of Pocket.
And that's
where we
where
kind of say,
everybody-
hold up.
all the
Just
failures.
trying to regulate and stop people from doing some weird stuff or at least let you know we noticed it. you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And that person, we don't have to say his name, has made Out of Pocket that
Okay.
time, that week. So
Yeah.
we have
Twice.
so people looking forward
Right,
to that.
not once, but twice.
He made
He
it
made out of
twice.
pocket. So that's what we
Yeah.
had to say something. So we had to say something like, hold up, man. So we deal with that. So, but more importantly, we want to make sure we give you guys a message. I don't think it's kind of like the hots and the out of pocket. It's the dessert, but what is that without the meal? So we do have great topics. Like last night's topic was what makes a happy home from a man's perspective.
Male's perspective.
From a male's perspective.
And when that come on?
Thursday.
Y'all better tune in Thursday.
What makes a happy home from a male's perspective?
I
It was
love
really
it.
good. And I think we might gotta do a part 2.
I think it's got to be a part 2 because
Yeah.
I think it was a lot of stuff that we left out, man.
Yeah,
We touched on.
because it's hard to cram it on. But you're right, and but we had some great perspectives on there.
Oh, good.
So we make sure
I
we try
look
to get you a
forward to
message.
listening to it.
Yeah,
Most
good
definitely.
content.
Great content.
Great content.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe get y'all on the show.
Yeah, I want y'all to come on the show. Y'all get the
Just
podcast.
send an invite.
That
we'll
would
be
be
there.
great.
That would be
Yeah,
cool.
we already got it set up ready for y'all.
Okay.
Let us know
Yeah.
when.
And we got the studio, so you know.
Call me to let me know when. And
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Can you gonna loosen up just a little bit?
Oh yeah, I will.
Okay.
I was on there before.
Yeah, that was me and my daughter. See, I was in daddy mode though.
I was getting ready to say it's a lot different.
This guy
it's
right
turned
here.
up now.
He turned up.
Yeah, it's turned up a notch. You was real reserved with you and your daughter.
Yeah, but we turned up. And you know, it's still risky in this environment, in this society, because people always want to, you know, cancel you or say, right. Listen, you know, we have to respect people's differences even if we don't agree with it.
That's
you know what I mean?
True.
And guess what? You do have a choice to watch us or turn the channel or whatever don't go on YouTube, you know what I mean? But you tune in, you're welcome to our world. Because we're going to give you the real 98% that's coming from the barbershop. And this is barbershop talk when you come to it. This is what we talk about.
I love it.
And that's what we do.
Thank y'all so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us. Humbly, thank you.
And stay around. I need to talk to y'all.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try. I think Orange got to run.
I got to run. Yeah, I got some more to do.
Yeah, I think he got to run. So
what's up with that?
Yeah.
Tripping problem, man.
All right.
Good.
We taking a break because we'll be right back.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great, great journey doing it. Met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
Welcome back to the last segment of the show. We have a few more minutes.
Yeah,
Trippi.
we do. Hopefully everyone enjoyed our show this evening. It was good to see some old faces.
Yes.
Yeah, had a lot of fun with them.
I did.
Hopefully they brought you some relative information. There's a lot going on in the city of how people can just be a part of volunteerism and podcasts, and we talked about a lot. So,
and Travis is he's on the innovative side.
Oh my goodness, yes, yes he is. I was trying to remember. It was years ago. He brought something to my attention. I can't remember. It was probably like 10 years ago. And right now, like everybody is doing. I cannot remember what it was, but yeah, he is definitely a step ahead of.
So next time he have an ideal, I'm buying into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what he bought. I saw him a few weeks ago. He's like, man, if we would have got on that, we'd have been millionaires.
Exactly.
He definitely has a mind for that.
I forget what it was too, but I think he did share the opportunity. But you know how we are.
Yeah, just didn't have that mindset to be able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Oh, I need to give a shout out to my mom.
Okay.
Her birthday is October the 6th.
All right, next Friday.
Yes, and you had a birthday shout out. You remember who it was?
Oh yeah, I want to say happy birthday to Iris, who celebrated her birthday on the 26th. Jared, who celebrated his birthday on the 23rd. Mason, who celebrated his birthday on the 24th.
When's Tanya's birthday?
October the 2nd. So yeah, happy birthday to Tanya. Her birthday is coming up. It's gonna be,
What?
I'm confused because it's not live, you know? Goodness, I don't know if I'm
So
saying happy.
I wish we had permission to act like it's real. It's really
Right,
Wednesday.
right. Oh,
We'd
my
be so
goodness.
confused.
Yeah, but Tanya's celebrating her birthday on October the 2nd. So happy birthday to her.
Yeah, because this show is on the
30th.
the last day of the
Today's the 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today is the 30th. Right. So her birthday is in a couple days.
Yes.
Yeah, happy birthday in a couple days. I think that's all. Any community news we need to talk about?
No, the community news we
what?
need to talk about is going to be up on the screen.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to everybody who helped the inaugural Black Restaurant Week be a huge success here in the city of Wilmington. Looking forward to next year. We can involve more restaurants and more people can just be aware of it and make sure that we're supporting Black restaurants, Black businesses throughout the year, but especially for Black Restaurant Week.
Yeah, is it going to be the same week every year?
Probably, but we'll get back to the table and discuss what we think is going to be best for the city and for the event.
Bring me to the table next time.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. But what else? That's
How's
it.
your parents doing? When's your dad coming back on?
I don't know.
Let's talk about that, Mr. Congo.
back,
when
man.
you
Come
coming
on.
back on? They want you back.
They really do. I mean, I'm tired of hearing when's your dad coming on the show. So I know we gave our word that he would be back within 2 weeks. So we got to make sure he's back next week. On next week's show, my dad will be here. We're going to make some time so he is here. Maybe he can be a part of the political conversation that we want to have. I'm sure he would like that.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
most definitely.
right up his alley.
Yes.
I think that's it, Waynna.
All right, so if y'all are
All right.
interested in coming on to the pre-recording on Wednesday to do the taste testing of the peach cobbler, hit me up, 302-521-7325. If you want to be a guest on the show, same number. And
all right.
that's all.
And we thank you so much for tuning in and for all of your love and support. And God willing, we will see you next Sunday. All
Good night.
All right, take care.